has taken place. Bhishma was fallen. Then Sanjaya came and gave this news suddenly to Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra felt very unhappy and asked Sanjaya for more details. Dhritarashtra is a blind king and he cannot see the war. So before the commencement of the war, Vyasa himself came to Dhritarashtra and asked him, shall I give you Divya Drishti so that you can see the warfare? Then Dhritarashtra told, no, I don't want to see. With my eyes, all this warfare, killing the people, my own kith and kin, both are my own people. So it was decided that the Divya Drishti will be given to Sanjaya. And he will not be attacked by anybody, even in the war field. He was given special powers, and no Astra Shastra will touch him, and he can freely see the warfare. And even in the house, he can see the war because of his Divya Drishti. So Sanjaya sat at Dhritarashtra. So after the 10 days of war, Sanjaya starts narrating the incidents in detail. From this 25th Adhyaya of Bhishma Parva, Bhagavad Gita starts. We made it clear that this class is meant to study Bhagavad Gita as a textbook, understand the word-to-word meaning, and discuss its relevance to day-to-day life and make it useful for a better life. Shall we assign assignments also? You want assignments?
Yes, Guru.
Okay. Shall I ask questions in between?
Yes, Guru. Yes, Guru.
Okay.
Yes, Tatgar.
Welcome. So, there will arise difficult situations in everybody's life, and it is wise to learn to tackle such situations effectively and be prepared for that. Bhagavad Gita has ready-made solutions for all such occasions. Let us see. Now let us start in the right earnest, the first Adhyaya of Bhagavad Gita. Atha Pradhamodhyayah Dhritarashtra Uvacha Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha Mamaka Pandavaschaiva Kim Akurvuta Sanjaya Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha Mamaka Pandavaschaiva Kim Akurvuta Sanjaya. Dharmakshetram, a land of justice. That is Kurukshetra. Where is this Kurukshetra? Anybody know? This is towards north of Delhi, and it is between the two rivers, Saraswati and Drushadvati, the two rivers. That is Kurukshetra, and its area is 5 yojanas long and 5 yojanas wide. 1 yojana is 8 miles stretch. So it is 40 miles stretch of field, length and breadth. That is the battlefield. And even now it is called by the same name, Kurukshetra. It is a pious land because many great sages have performed penance there. Brahma and Indra also are said to have made penance there. That is such a great pious land. So in that Punya Bhumi, this war has happened, and Dharmakshetra, in the Dharmakshetra, they called Kurukshetra, Samaveta Yutsavaha. All the people interested and enthusiastic about the war have summoned. They joined there. Mamaka Pandavas Chaiva. Mamaka, people belonging to me. This is being asked by Dhritarashtra. Mamaka means Kauravas belonging to Dhritarashtra. Mamaka Pandavas Chaiva, also Pandavas. He is interested in Pandavas so that he can know from both sides. Kim Akurvuta, Kim Akurvuta. Kim means what? Akurvuta, what they are doing. Sanjaya, please tell me. He addressed Sanjaya and asked Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yutsavaha Mamaka Pandavas Cheva Kim Akurvuta. So, O Sanjaya, my people and Pandavas, having reached the just land of Kurukshetra, prepared for and anxious to wage war. What are they doing? One thing, Sanjaya, the Dhritarashtra already knows what has happened because this is after 10 days of war, this is being narrated. That is why it started with Bhishma Parva after Bhishma has fallen after 10 days of war. Why he is asking again? Because he wants to know the latest news. What has happened has happened. He is very unhappy about Bhishma's fall. And he wants to know what further developments are there. His intention is to know whether there is a repentance in Dharma, Duryodhana, and is he stepping out of the war? Or Dharmaraja himself, seeing all this warfare and loss of people, has decided not to wage war. Any good news he wants to listen, but nothing of that sort happened. So Sanjaya started narrating these incidents refers to Dhritarashtra. Drishtva tu Pandavanikam Vyudham Duryodhanastada Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit. Sanjaya Vacha Drishtva tu Pandavanikam
दृष्ट्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं
Vyudham Duryodhanastada Acharyam
आचार्यमुपसंगम्य
Raja
राजा
Vachanam Abravit.
Vachanamabhavri.
Drishtva tu Pandavanikam. Having seen the Pandava, Anikam means Sainyam or army. Having seen the Pandava army and their Vyudham, Vyudham is a arrangement of the army in such a way because there are different Vyuhas, Padma Vyuham, Dakar Vyuham, and that is the different arrangements of Vyuham so that the army, the main people are saved and all around them, the other people will be there and nobody can approach the main hero of the main command in chief. So he has seen the Pandavanikam, Pandavas army. Duryodhana, he after seeing all these things, Acharyam, who is the Acharya? Their Acharya is Dronacharya. Drona is the guru for all these people. So, and he is the eldest. So he approached Acharya Upasangamya, approached him. Raja means Duryodhana. Duryodhana is a very great king and with very great qualities. He is a very good ruler and he has helped many people in distress. And one fact is very interesting to know that there are temples for Duryodhana at 3 places in India. And even now Duryodhana Utsavam is being celebrated by them. And he has helped those people. But for Pandavas, such great people with great qualities and all that, there is no temple at all. One of the Duryodhana temple is near Kashi, Benares. Another is in Kerala and another somewhere. So that such a great king, he knows all the warfare and having seen the Vyuha of Pandavas, he was perplexed because they have woven the army in such a way that the Duryodhana felt very much perplexed and embarrassed. That is why he came immediately to Dhritarashtra. no, this Acharya, Drona. And he started narrating so that Drona will know the war strategy of the Pandavas and he can plan it to counteract them. Drishtva tu Pandavanikam Yudham Duryodhanastada Acharyamupasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit. Having seen the army of Pandavas paraded at the battlefield, King Duryodhana approached the Acharya Drona and talked thus. Paschaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Yudham Drupada Putrena Tava Sishyena Dhimata. Paschaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Yudham Drupada Putrena Tava Sishyena Dhimata. O Acharya Drona, see this great army of Pandavas paraded in special arrangement or vyuha constructed by the son of Drupada and yourself, your disciple, intelligent Drishtadyumna. Drishtadyumna has a Rachana, it is called Vyuha Rachana, was made by Drishtadyumna. He is the son of Drupada. And why he is specifically mentioned about Drishtadyumna is Drupada has an enmity with Duryodhana and he has got Drishtadyumna as his son as a varam to counteract or kill Dhritarashtra. So without background, Duryodhana knows that, and so he is telling the Drona that Drishtadyumna is there now and he has created the army vyuha there. Pasyaitam. You please see Panduputranam, you see the Pandavas. Acharya. Acharya means O Drona, please see. Mahatim Chamum, Mahatim great, Chamum, Sainyam or army. The Vyudham, armies, Vyuham. Drupada Putrena, Tavasishyena Dhimata. It was made, Vyudham means Vyuharachana was made. The construction of the army in that battlefield was made by Drupada Putrena, son of Drupada. Tavasishyena, he is your disciple. Dhimata is very intelligent. And he has constructed an army and it is a great army craft which Duryodhana himself found it perplexing. Going to the fourth sloka. Atra Shura Maheshwasa Bhimajuna Samayuti Yudhano Viratascha Drupadascha Maharatha. For all there, how is the warfield? For all the great people that he is describing to Drona. So that Drona will have the first-hand information of what is there and all that. In this war, there are great archers and warriors, equal to Bhima and Arjuna. They are so great, almost equal to Bhima and Arjuna. They are Yudhana, Satyaki, Virata, and also Maharathi, Drupada. There are Maharathis, Ardharathis, like that. There is differences like Padma Shri, Padma Vibhushana, like that. They are termed Maharathis, Ardharathis, and all that. So all these are Maharathis and the greatest of warriors. In this war, who are all there? Atra, in this war, Shura, who is a great Shura, Maheshwasa. Maheshwasa. In this, they are archers. Archery, great in archery. Bhima Arjuna Samayakti, they are equal to Bhima and Arjuna. Yudhano, one is Yudhana and Virata, Drupada, they are all great Maharathis. So they are all in this battlefield. Why Duryodhana is describing all this? is there is a rule. You know the strength of the enemy and your weaknesses. So that principle he is following. So he is first describing the strength of the enemies. Without knowing the strength of the enemy, if you enter into a war field, the defeat is certain. So Duryodhana knows all this and is describing all this to Dronacharya. So who else are there? Drushtaketuschekitanaha Kasirajasya Vechyavan Purujit Kuntibhojascha Sebjascha Narapungava. There are other people. Drushtaketu, Chekitana, great Veera, great warrior, Kasi Raja, Purujit, Kunti Bhoja, and the noble person, Shebya. So he has given a second list of great people who are all there in the war field. So he is describing the quality of each to Drona because he personally knows who is what and what is their caliber and all that. So from all this we can know when we go for a work, we should know the pros and cons and what we have to face there, what to do and all that. Suppose an interview is there, when you go there, what preparation we should make, what type of interview they are making. So just inquire one or two and find out what is happening there so that you will be equipped with the knowledge of entering there and do justice to your interview and come out successful. So these are all great principles which we should learn from this. And there are still more people in the Pandava side. Drushtaketuschekitanaha Kasi Rajascha Vijyavan Purajit Kunti Bhojascha Sebjascha Narapungavaha. Drushtaketuhu
Dushtaketuhu
Chekitanaha
Chekitanaha
Kasi Rajascha
Kasirajascha
Vijyavan
Vidyavan
Purajit
Purujit
Kunti Bhojascha
Kunti Bhojascha
Sebjascha
Sebhyascha
Narapungavaha.
Narapungavaha.
See how many chas are used. Dustaketuschekitana Kasirajascha Vidyavan Purajit Kunti Bhojascha Sebjascha Narapungavaha. Yesterday I told about the story of Cha. Kalidasa once visited the temple of Vyasa in Kasi, Benares. There is a big idol of Vyasa in Kasi, and with great respect, Kalidasa bowed to him, and he suddenly put his finger in the navel of Vyasa and told, Chakara Kukshi. That means he uses so many chakaras in his, now you have seen how many chakaras are there. Drushtaketu Yatha Manyuscha Vikranta Uttamojascha Vejyavan Draupadeyascha. All chas he has used so many. And there is a rule in Sanskrit that you can use cha, tu, eva, api, like that to Padapuranam or completing a verse wherever you require. But it is very frequently used by Vyasa and Bharata. So Kalidasa sarcastically told his chakara kuchi or his stomach is full of chakara. Then Vyasa got angry and squeezed his finger in his navel. And Kalidasa could not pull out his finger. He was asking, leave me. Then told, no, I will not give you. There is a condition. You tell a sloka now without cha, then only I will leave you. And that too, the relation between the Pandavas and Draupadi. Then he made a beautiful sloka without cha, which I recited yesterday. So he told Dharmaraja, Nakula, Dharmaraja, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, Sadeva, all are husbands to Draupadi. And Dharmaraja is when Dharmaraja is the husband, he is the Devara. And when Nakula is the husband, he is the Kanishta. And there is no elder brother to him. And when Dharmaraja is there, there is no elder brother to him. Like that, he showed the relation between Draupadi and the Pandavas, and Vyasa appreciated that and released his finger and blessed him. दुष्टकेतुश्चेकितानः काशीराजश्च वीर्यवान् पुरजित् कुन्तिभोजश्च सेव्यश्च नरपुङ्गवः. Next श्लोका, 6th one. यथा मन्युश्च विक्रान्ता उत्तमोजाश्च वीर्यवान् सौभद्रो द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्व एव महारथाः. Yatha Manyu, he is a Vikranta. Vikranta means very great Veera. He is very bold. Uttama another one. He Viryavan, he is also a great Virya or Veera. Saubhadro, the son of Subhadra, that is Abhimanyu. Draupadeyascha, the sons of Draupadi. Sarva eva Maharathaha, all are great Maharathis. Now let us read this sloka. Yatha Manyuscha
यथा मन्युश्च
Vikranta
विक्रान्ता
Uttamojascha
उत्तमौजाश्च
Viryavan
वीर्यवान्
Saubhadro
सौभद्रो
Draupadeyascha
द्रौपदेयाश्च
Sarva eva
सर्व एव
Maharathaha.
महारथाः.
In addition to Kunti Bhoja and all these people, next list is, in this army, there are Vikranta or courageous, Yuthamanyu, brave Uttamoja, Subhadra son Abhimanyu, and all the 5 sons of Draupadi. All these are Maharathis. Do you know what is the name of the sons of Draupadi? There are 5. Do you know, anybody can tell the names? Or at least how many are there? And what are they called? What they are called? Dharmaraja, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva, these 5 are called Pandavas. And the 5 sons of Draupadi are called Upapandavas. Upapandava. They are Pritivinja, Sutasoma, Shrutakarma, Shatanika, and Shrutasena. Pritivinja is the son of Yudhishthira, Sutasema is the son of Bhima, Shrutakarma is the son of Arjuna, Shatanika is the son of Nakula, and Shrutasena is the son of Sahadeva. They are all great warriors, they are Maharathis. So, all the courageous. So, Pandavas and Upapandavas all are in the battlefield. So, they are so courageous and they are not worried about their clan and all that. They are ready to face the war. And Abhimanyu, anybody seen the Maya Bazar film? The great Maya Bazar film. In that, you must be knowing what is the caliber of Abhimanyu. And he acted the Maya Sisireka. No, not he. Abhimanyu, he married the Sisireka. So that story all of you know. And so he is Subhadra's son. So they are the 5 sons of Draupadi. All these are Maharathis. So he is describing how great the Pandava army is, though it is limited. Next. Asmakam tu visishtaye tanibodha dvijottama nayaka mama senyascha sanyartham tan pravimite. Having told about the Pandava army and the great warriors in the Pandava army, who are all the great people, what they are doing, what is their caliber and all that, and their Vyuha Rachana, Drishtadyumna and all these things. Now he is coming. Oh, Dronacharya, Guru, please, I will now describe what is there in our army and how is our army. It is for you, for your information and your identification. I am telling you about our army also, because we should know the strength of this side also. Duryodhana continues to tell Dronacharya, O superior Brahmana, great Brahmana, that is Dronacharya. Please know who are all the prime persons, prime members of our army. I am informing you all this for your information and identification later on. So, asmakantu, ours also, tu is used. Cha, tu, all these are for filling up the gaps. Asmakantu, in our army also, Visishtaha, great people, ye, whoever are there, Tan Nibodha, you know those people also. I am telling you about them. Dvijottama, Dvija means born twice. Why is called born twice means once is the natural birth, and second time when the Yajnapavitam is born by him. When he is when at the time of Upanayanam, he is said to have been it is a rebirth. So Dvijottama or Dronacharya, I am telling you about our army. Nayaka Mama Sainyascha, who are all the leaders of our army. Samjnardham, for your information, Samjna means Abhijnanam or Samjna is the Gurtu, we call it, which reminds you of something. Yesterday we talked about Shakuntalam, Abhijnana Shakuntalam, that Samjna or Abhijnana, this ring given by Dushyanta was lost by Shakuntala, and again when it is seen by Dushyanta, then only he recollects the old incidents and calls back Shakuntala and owns his son Bharata. We were reminded of that story yesterday. So, O superior Brahmana Dronacharya, please know who are all the prime in our army. I am informing you for your information and identification later on. So he is telling who are all the great warriors in their side. Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha Krupascha Samitinjayaha Ashwathama Vikarnascha Samadestis Tadaivaja. Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha Krupascha Samitinjayaha Ashwathama Vikarnascha Saumadatihi Tadaivacha. Yourself, Bhishma, Karna, Kripa the victorious, Ashwathama, Vikarna, and similarly Saumadatti, the son of Somadatta, that is Bhurisrava. All these are in our side. Bhavan. So first he told about Drona himself, because he is the Guru, he is the eldest, and moreover he is talking to him. So he knows how to please people. It has to be done because he wants the support of Drona fully. So he talks in a pleasing manner to Dronacharya, so that he will be very much pleased and he will help with all his might. O superior person, he addressed Drona. Yourself, Bhishma, Bhishma Pitamaha, the great, very aged Bhishma, who is very great in the war field. And Karna, you know, Karna has got very great qualities, but he is Shapa also, and we'll know how he was laid down. Karna, with Sahaja Kavacha Kundala, son of Kunti, by the boon of son. Kripa, he has the title victorious, Vijay. He always wins the battles. So he is victorious Kripa. Ashwathama. Ashwathama is a great warrior, but he has done a treacherous thing, lost. You will know it later. Vikarna, Karna and Vikarna, and Somadatta, son of Somadatta's son, Somadatta. And his name is Bhurisrava. So all these are the great people in Kaurava side. So Duryodhana named all of them to Dronacharya. Though he knows all of them, again he is reminding them of their own army. Next. Anye cha bahavaha Shuraha Madadhe Tyaktajivitaha Nanashastra Praharanaha Sarve Yuddha Visharadaha Anyecha Bahavaha Shura Madadhe
Madadhe
Tyaktajivitaha
Tyaktajivitaha
Nana Shastra Praharanaha
Nanasastra
Sarve
Sarve
Visharadaha
Yuddha Visaradaha
Anye cha bahava shura madacche chitta-jivitaha nana shastra praharanaha sarve yuddha visharadaha. There are many other brave people in our side ready to lay their lives, and they are ready to lay their lives for my sake, and they are all adepts in the craft of war and are in possession of many shastras and astras. What is Shastra? Have you any idea? Shastra, anybody? Shastra, what is Shastra and what is Astra?
శస్త్రం అంటే గద విల్లు అటువంటివి. అస్త్రాలు అని అంటే దేవుడు భగవంతుడి చేత ఇచ్చినవి.
Very nice, very nice. Shastras are handheld weapons. Like Gana, Shula, sword, all these things are called Shastras. And Astras are machine or mantra oriented, and they are not directly held by hand. And even arrows are weapons. They are astras. They chant mantra and leave the arrow, and it does. Agneya astra, Varuna astra, Naga astra, like that. There are very great astras. They are shooting weapons. Anye cha mahashuraha madadhe chaktadivitaha. Madadhe, for my sake, chaktadivitaha. They are ready to live their lives. Anye cha, so many others. Bahava there are great shuras, there are great brave warriors, brave people. Nana shastra praharanaha, they have many astras. They are adepts in handling many shastras, and sarve yuddha visaradaha. They are all great people who know the art and craft of the war. So next. 10th shloka. Aparyaptam tadasmakam balam bhishmapirakshitam paryaptam tidametesham balam bhimapirakshitam. Bhishmapirakshitam, bhimapirakshitam. Apirakshitam means saved, protected. One is protected by Bhishma and one is protected by Bhima. Like sounding words. Which is protected by Bhishma? Aparyaptam balam. Unending, uncountable, very vast Sainya of Kauravas. Because Narayani is with them. Krishna's army is with them. And there are great warriors in Kaurav Sainyam. So it is Aparyaptam. There is no end for it. Tad asmakam balam. So our side, there are, and this balam or sainyam is rakshitam. It is protected by Bhishma. Bhishmacharya is the first commander-in-chief. First 10 days he fought, and he was laid down after 10th day. This story of Bhagavad Gita, the great life skill art, is taught by Krishna in the war field, in the middle of the war field. He has chosen to teach this Bhagavad Gita in the middle of the war field when Arjuna became he was disgusted to kill all these kith and kin, and he wanted to leave the war field. I don't want Vijayam, I don't want Rajyam, I don't want anything. A child telling, no, I will not go for the examination. I will not write. No, I don't know this. Mathematics is very, very difficult. Today I will not go to examination. No, please. Then the mother said, no, what is there in mathematics? Very easy. See, yesterday you have studied so much. Your teacher has told you all these things. You can very easily do this. What is this? You know what is 2 into 3? Tell me. 6, of course. Oh, you know very well. You know mathematics. You can answer. There will be questions like this only. You can easily answer like that. The mother says like that. He's this. The aparjaptam balam tadasmakam balam Bhishma bhirachitam. Bhishma is protecting our army. Paryaptam tidam balam, etesham, their balam or their sainyam is paryaptam, very limited army of the Pandavas, and it is predicted by Bhima. He was the commander-in-chief at the time from the Pandava side. Aparyaptam tadasmakam balam Bhishmabhirakshitam Paryaptam
Paryaptam
etesham balam
Netesham balam
Bhimabhirakshitam.
Bhimabhirakshitam.
The uncountable military army of ours, protected by Bhishma, is undefeatable. Nobody can defeat our army. It is so strong. And the limited army of those Pandavas is in the protected Bhima and is easy to defeat. So he's enthusing Drona by telling the greatness of their army, and he's belittling the Pandava army, though he knows full well that it is very difficult to defeat them. But he enthuses Drona and he tells them that it is very easy to defeat them because our army is very powerful. We have got many people, many great people in our army. Ayaneshu cha sarveshu yatha bhagamavastitaha Bhishmameva bhirakshantu bhavantas sarva eva hi. So now, having described both sides, what is there in the army, who are all the great people, what are their strengths and all this, then this Duryodhana is telling to Dronacharya, Ayaneshu cha sarveshu, all the pockets are eyes of the army. So in the Vyuha, there will be entrance points where from the army, where from the enemies can come and enter. So they were called ayanas or eyes. Ayaneshu cha sarveshu, all the pockets, incoming inlets. Yadha bhagam avastitaha, each person is assigned one pocket to protect that, so that the enemies cannot enter into that because Bhishma is in between. So you are all be seated, be steady at your assigned points. Don't move it. This is he is telling this to Dronacharya. It is an order almost because he is the Raraju Chakravarti. He has got the courage to tell that I will not give even in an inch to Pandavas, even a place occupied by a small needle, I will not give to them. That was his vow. He is a very great person, very great warrior with very good qualities. So, Ayaneshu cha sarveshu, all the pockets of the army, yadha bhagam avastitaha, yadha, you assigned bhagam, that place, avastitaha, you please remain there. So all of you stay steadily at your assigned entrance points. The plan of army, that is called a Vyuha. Vyuharachana is done by Bhishma because he was the commander-in-chief. And there are several pockets from where the enemies can enter in that Vyuha. So he has kept proper people at each pocket. Where it is easy to enter, there he has put the strongest. Like that, the Vyuharachana is made. And then Duryodhana tells, definitely protect Bhishma because he is in the middle and he is the commander-in-chief. To protect him is the duty of all the warriors. So he is requesting Dronacharya, all of you, please remain steadily at the pockets assigned to you and save Bhishma. Because if the commander-in-chief is laid down or killed, then the war of that commander ends. That is the rule. So he should be protected. And Bhishma's fall has happened on the 10th day. So I think we'll read only up to this 11th sloka for today. And any questions or any doubts, you can ask. Now we'll once again recollect in the context and how it is useful to us. Today's portion of this 11 slokas. 11 is very important. By Vishwarupa Sandarsana Yoga is our 11th chapter. Ekadasha is a very good day. So I want to stop with the 11th sloka. So now coming back, what is the situation? It has become imminent that war is must and they have to fight. And Pandavas and Kauravas, both of them took the permission of Kunti. They went to Kunti, and only after she agreed, the war started. They went to the mother and took the permission. Oh Kunti Mata, permit us to do the war. Then she told, yes, you are just. You have to do the war. There is no other go now. We have come to that stage. She is very angry and very much upset because of the insult done to Draupadi in the Kaurava Sabha. And the Kauravas are very angry because of the Maya, and she's also very unhappy with the Maya Jutam, or the wrong play, bad play of Shakuni, where the Dharmaraja was defeated. And the Kauravas were also very envious of the Pandavas because of the Rajasuya Yagam, which was performed by Yudhishthira. Their pomp and greatness in the Rajasuya, when all the kings of the earth assembled and supported Dharmaraja and hailed him, the whole body of the Duryodhana was burning, and he could not bear that sight. And he wants to become the Raja himself. And he told, I will not give the land to them. Actually, after the Maya Jutam, the Pandavas had a, as per the predetermined vow, or what is called Panam, they had to stay in the Aranyavasam for 12 years, and after that Ajnatavasam for 1 year. They have successfully completed that, and after that they came back and asked for their land, their Rajyam and all that. Then Duryodhana said, no, I'm not going to give anything. That is the reason for war. Then only they thought it is not wise to keep quiet. They are also great warriors, and that blood in them is a warrior blood. So they decided to go in for war. And both these parties collected their own people who support them and all that. Virata, where Pandavas stayed in disguise, he himself came to protection of Pandavas, in support of Pandavas. And thereafter, the chariot was run by Krishna, and Arjuna was seated in that. Janda pai Kapiraju has got the monkey flag in his army, in his ratham. Mundu Sitamaja Sreniyun Gucci, white horses in front. Ye Dandam Bungulito Shantanam. That is the description given by Krishna to Duryodhana. When I am there and I'm running the chariot, and Arjuna holds the Gandivam and kills all the people, nobody will come to your rescue. You will be all alone. Be careful. Now itself you go for Sandhi and keep all your kith and kin safe and happy. He pleaded many times in the Udyoga Vijayam, in the Udyoga Parva. But Duryodhana didn't agree to that, and war has become imminent. So at that time, Arjuna, he came in the chariot and asked Krishna. He was all enthusiastic to wage the war. And told, okay, Krishna, let me see who are all the great. Let me place the Ratham in such a place where I can see the whole army of both sides. Take to the middle of the armies. Then Stapayitva Rathottamam, he told, you place my Ratham in the middle of the army. Then accordingly, Arjuna and the Krishna was laughing and took the Ratham to the middle of the armies. There he could see all the people. Having seen the army, just like seeing the mathematics paper, the child gets perplexed and all that. He also got perplexed. He started, Vyapayashcha sarire me, my whole body is shaking. I'm not a, and Rama and Harshotpatam. His hair is coming out of fear and anger and despair and all these things. No, I don't want anything. Nakanche Vijayam Krishna. I don't want Vijayam. Narajyam, Nasudhanicha. I don't want anything. I will go, I will become a monk, I will leave everything. Let them have everything. I don't want anything. Like that, he started sitting on that. They, just like the child telling, I don't want to write the mathematics paper. So, no, this is the same situation. Because for the child, it is mathematics paper is a big war. And for him, that war is, he is such a great warrior. And he himself told that I cannot wage war, I don't want to. But what is the use of this war? Kim no bhagyanicha. What for all this bhagyam and all that? Who will see my greatness when all the kith and kin were killed? So he was, so that is the reason why Krishna taught this Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. There are three types of people. One, they don't repent, they do wrong things, and they face the result only at the end. Other people are there who do wrong things and realize it later, and they are burnt with paschatapam, or recollecting that and remembering their mistakes and realizing it and admitting their mistakes. At another people like Arjuna are those who see things in before committing a mistake or before doing a wrong thing. So before killing or before going to war, he has told what all things are going to happen. Now next we'll come to know he has very beautifully described the effects of war and all that. So that everybody should know. Before fighting with anybody, we should know what is wrong in that and what happens after the war and all that. So we'll know that later. So he told, I don't want to, all this. Oh, our own people will be killed and they will be put at shame. All the ladies will be left alone. So all these things, and that causes so many troubles. He described in detail. So, and all that, after that, he sat on this Ratham and told, no, I don't want to wait. In that situation, Krishna made Uttishta. He told Arjuna, Uttishtantu Kaunteya, you get up and wage war. And for that, this is all the prelude. And in the next chapters, we'll know. So when we are in great despair and all that, if somebody who is knowledgeable and who can guide us, if they give pat our back and say, no, nothing like that, you'll be happy. We're all here. We'll help you. You yourself are great. You can do this, and there is nothing wrong in doing that. They speak such words. We'll be happy and enthused to do such things. Our Vijaya of life history enthused me like that. Master Garu, you can do that. You please do. Tell the Bhagavatam. Where is Bhagavatam? Where is this Bhagavad Gita and where I am? What is my knowledge after all? When great people, even the great people who are the Matadipatis and all that, they hesitate to talk about Bhagavad Gita. My knowledge is very limited. And I am telling the Mukhasya Mukhartham, it is all the word-to-word meaning and adding my own commentary. Wherever I feel I know something. So all of you please excuse if there is some mistake in me, and you can correct it always, and you can come out with your suggestions, your questions, or anything like that. Anybody have any questions? Please come out, no problem, you can ask. Any doubts? Any questions? Okay, now test. You read one shloka, any one shloka. Which one you want to read? First one? Okay, right? Huh? Okay, you read. Who will read? Yes, sir.
First
Come on.
one.
Okay.
That is second one.
Anything. Oh, you want first one? अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः
प्रथमोऽध्यायः
धृतराष्ट्रोवाच.
धृतराष्ट्रोवाच
Come on.
धर्मक्षेत्रे
You can add.
कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुत्सवः मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किमकुर्वत सञ्जय.
Anybody else who will read the second sloka? Please come up. Loud, please, louder.
दृष्ट्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं व्यूढं दुर्योधनस्तदा आचार्यमुपसंगम्य राजा वचनमब्रवीत्.
Very good, very good. Anybody? Third slokam, who will read?
पश्यैतां
Come on.
पश्यैतां पाण्डुपुत्राणाम् आचार्यमहतीं चुमुं पूज्यां
Yuham Drupada
विरूढां द्रुपदपुत्रेण तव शिष्येण धीमता.
Very good. Fourth slokam.
अत्र शूर महेश्वासा भीमार्जुन समायुधिः युयुधानो विराटश्च द्रुपदश्च महारथः.
Very good. Anybody else? Fifth one.
दृष्टकेतुश्चेकितानः काशीराजस्य वीर्यवान् पुरुजित कुन्तिभोज्यस्य सैभश्च नरपुङ्गवः.
Good. Sixth one. Come on. युधामन्युश्च विक्रान्ता उत्तमौजाश्च वीर्यवान् सौभद्रो द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्व एव महारथाः. Good. Then now who will tell the Upapandava names now? I told anybody has noted it. Remember it. What is the son? Who is the son of Yudhishthira?
Prativincha.
Very good. Who told?
Aditya. Tatyagar.
Where are you, Aditya?
Tatyagar.
Okay. Right. You have to read the next sloka. Then Bhima's son.
Sutasoma.
And Arjuna's?
Abhimanyu.
No, not.
Shrutakarma.
No, Draupadi's sons, I mean. Shrutakarma. And Nakula's son? Satanika. And Sahadeva's son? Shrutasena. Okay. So now seventh sloka by Aditya. Come on, Aditya.
Asmakam tu
You're a musician. You want to read like that? You can read it in a better way.
Tatyagar, then I will read the 10th slokam like that.
Oh, okay, not the 7th. Okay, then you will read again. Now, come 7th you read. Asmakam tu
विशिष्टाये तान् निबोधा द्विजोत्तमा नायका मम सैन्यस्य संजनार्थं
तान् ब्रवीमि. Very good. Next, 8th sloka.
भवान् भीमश्च कर्णश्च कृपश्च समितिञ्जयः अश्वत्थामा विकर्णश्च
सौमदत्तिस्तथैव च. Please tell the name. Who are you?
Kritika, sir. Kritika.
Kritika. Okay. Kritika, where from you are?
Sir, from Bangalore, sir. Yours, Kritika,
very good.
from Bangalore.
Can you read it musically? Try that.
Yeah, sir. Can you?
Choose some ragam.
Maybe I'll do sometime later, sir. Yeah. I can do.
Come on.
I can't, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you get rehearsed. You do it in between. You will lead the next sloka. Like
Okay,
that.
sir. Okay.
Okay, right.
I'll do that.
Now, so Bhavan Bhishmasya Karnasya Kripasya Samitinjya Ashwatthama Karnasya Samadatti Stadaivacha. That was the 8th sloka. Now, 9th sloka.
अन्येश्च बाहवः शूरमर्थेत त्यक्तजीवितः नानाशास्त्रप्रहारणाः सर्वे युद्धविशारदः.
Who is that?
Aruna sir, Vijaya's sister. Aruna from Hyderabad sir.
Oh, I cannot see you.
1 minute sir, my video is paused. Namaste sir.
Namaskaram.
I am Aruna.
Aruna from Hyderabad. Oh,
Hyderabad.
very good, very good. Again, please read.
9th one.
Bahava Shuraha.
Anyesha Bahavaha.
Bahava Shuraha.
Bahava Shura.
Madarte Chaktajivitaha.
Madharte Chaktajivataha.
Nana Shastra Praharanaha.
Nana Shastra Praharanaha.
Sarve.
Sarve.
Yuddha Visharadaha.
Yuddha Visharadaha.
If you read 2-3 times, you will be fluent and you can read it comfortably. Now, 10th sloka is reserved for Aditya for musical rendering. Now, the concept of Aditya.
Tatgaru, I chose Bilahari Ragam. Aparyaptam tadasma.
Wait. Tell what is Bilahari Ragam, what are the swaras in that and how it sounds.
Bilahari Ragam Arohana is Sari Ga Pa Da Sa and Avarohanam Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa. Bilahari's Arohanam is Mohana's Arohanam and Avarohanam is Shankarabharanam's Avarohanam.
So both of them are from the same raga, major raga.
No,
What about?
Bilahari is from Shankarabharanam and Mohanaya is from Harikamboji.
Very good. Okay, come on, Aditya.
Aparyaptam tadasmakam balam bhishmabhirakshitam paryaptam tvidametesham balam bhimabhirakshitam.
Ragam. Do that. Clap.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, 11th slokam is remaining. Who will do it?
Okay, sir, I'll read. Ayaneshu sarveshu.
Funny.
Ayaneshu sarveshu yatha bhagam.
Louder, please.
Ayaneshu sarveshu yatha bhagam avastitha bhishmam evabhirakshantu bhavanta sarva evahi.
Very good. So all these slokas are read by all of you. Why I made you all read is we'll listen to them once again. So before the next class, I expect you to all read these slokas number of times, and if possible, you can recite them without seeing next time, because if you get them by heart, I don't say by or memorize whatever it be, or by reading number of times keeping in mind, they will come to your rescue when you require that. You can recollect them and that will be of use to you. In this first Arjuna Vishada Yoga, so we have completed 11 slokas and we'll go to the next chapter next. Thank you all.
Thank you, Tat Garu.